Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and it's been a long time and I do apologise for that, and I do apologise, this is on my phone. My GoPro seems to have died and there's absolutely no reason, or I don't know why it's died. So anyway, as you can see from the thumbnail, this is about, well, specifically traffic police at the moment, and I'm not knocking police, and there's a whole thing about police at the moment, and that's not what this is about. This is about two issues that I've got an issue with, and it's happened again. So this has happened to me a few times, but it actually happened to my wife only a few days ago. And I just want to see if any of you guys have had the same situation, and if you have, chuck it in the comments, let me know, because I'm interested to know if this is just like a rare thing, and in our area, because we live in North Devon, or whether it's a thing all over the country. So anyway, I'll jump straight into it. Now, this particular day, my wife borrowed my car, and she was going up country up the motorway, and her car's in for a service, so she took mine up. And yes, my car is a fast car, and but it's not a shouty in your face. It's whisper quiet. It's a big diesel, so it's just a big motorway Audi. So she was going up the motorway and, minding her own business. And actually, she even openly admitted she was doing about 72, 73 miles an hour and allowing for any kind of discrepancy on the speed over pretty much the speed limit. She wasn't in a rush. She wanted to save fuel because my car's not the best on fuel. So she was just trying to be sensible. And driving up the motorway, she's in the middle lane. She'd just overtaken a lorry. And this black XC90 come flying up behind her. And I mean flying. She said she saw it at a distance, and then she looked away. Obviously, she's paying attention to where she's driving. Next thing she knows, it's right up behind her. And when I say right up behind her, I mean almost pushing her up the road. Now, there's a third lane. It wasn't busy. It could have pulled out and overtaken, but it didn't. It just sat right up her bum. And she said it was that close. She said, like, straight away it was making her nervous. She's a good driver, but when someone driving like that, it's worrying. And she's a female on her own, and she could see it was a man. So she got a bit nervous. So she was like constantly looking back and forward, back and forward. And she said he got that close that she realised it was a policeman in an unmarked black XC90. And she said she could see his uniform. He was that close. In the mirror, she could see his uniform. So then you think, why is he sat right up behind her, right up her ass, basically? And this is where the title comes from, bullying. Now, he was trying to get her to go faster by sitting up behind her to push her along to make her go faster, and then obviously break the law. Now, my car is relatively understated. It doesn't stand out. It's not got huge. It's got twin exhaust, but they're not huge. It's nothing about it makes you think, boy racer, this person's going to want to go fast. But I do have a Nürburgring sticker on the back because we go every year. We've been for many, many years. We go to Nürburgring very regularly. We love it. And I, all car guys, girls, I won't differentiate. No, you go to the Nürburgring because you love cars, you love doing track days, and you love getting on the autobahn and letting your car do what it was built to do, should we say. And so I did wonder if he saw that and thought, oh, this might be someone I'll be able to get going faster. Because nothing else stands out about my car or the situation that would make you think she was going to accelerate or, push on. So she just sat there. She sat there and did a speed limit and just bag of nerves and worrying about it. So eventually, after a few miles of being sat right up behind her dangerously, there's a 2 second rule, and he was not even like, my car has huge brakes, and if she'd have broke, he would have hit her. It's that simple. There's no way he would have not hit her. He was that close. So she just carried on doing the speed limit, a bit nervous, but whatever. He pulls out and literally buggers off. Just accelerates away. Now she's doing the speed limit, don't forget. Now, I could be wrong, I'm not up on the laws these days, but back when I knew a bit more, I used to teach motorcycle instructing, and back when I was doing that, I was under the impression that all blue light vehicles, fire engines, ambulances, police vehicles, are not allowed to break the law, the road traffic laws, unless they are in an emergency situation, house burning down. The fire brigade can cut through red lights, speed, because they've got to get there quick, obviously. Same as an ambulance, they've got to go through red lights, overtake quickly, because they've got to get to someone, save someone's life. Same as the traffic cars. If they're chasing down someone or they've got to get to somewhere quickly, they can speed, they can break the traffic laws to get to where they have to go. That is totally understandable and fair enough. But when they're not in pursuit and they're not doing that, they should adhere to the same traffic laws we all have to adhere to. So technically, that's double standards. Now, I'm also, again, feel free to chuck in the comments. I could be incorrect, but when they are breaking the speed limits and doing that, they have to have their blue lights going so you know to get out the way. So you can't just put your foot down, like he did. And he obviously went from 70 to possibly 90 because he didn't just overtake gracefully and drive off. He absolutely ripped off. And she did look across, and he wasn't looking at her. He just looked dead straight and accelerated away from her quickly, and he was out of sight very quickly. Now, fair enough, he might have been radioed, but no lights, whatever. We'll give him the benefit of doubt, maybe he was going somewhere. But why did he sit for a couple of miles right up behind her when there was an empty lane in the third lane, so he could have overtaken at any point? And why bully her? Why go now? I don't know if he knew it was a woman. The back of my car is tinted, so unless you look in the mirror, you're going to be hard to see if it was a male or female driver. But he was tucked right up behind her for a few miles before giving up, overtaking her, and clearing off. So I just that's trying to goad you into a race, only to then you do something silly, put your foot down, go, oh, get all irritated, put your foot down, bugger off. You've got a quick car. You want to leave this idiot who's sat up your bum. It irritates everyone, let's be honest. No one likes some idiot tucked in behind him. So she could have done it, just to kind of get him away from her. And then on come the lights, and then she's in trouble, even though he's the one driving very dangerously. So, does this happen with you guys? Is it just down here, or is this a thing that happens everywhere, and it's just unfortunate that we have to put up with their rubbish? When if any of us did anything like that, we'd get done for dangerous driving. So yeah, I just thought I'd try and find out if this is a general thing or just you know another police tactic of being well childish really, and just to try and get an easy collar. So anyway, let me know what you think, and in the comments, and like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys.